Hello friends, it's Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I did a Twin Flame Tuesday reading and I just didn't post it. Just didn't feel right. Sometimes I'm just guided not to. So I didn't, but it was a really good reading. Just wasn't ready. It just was not the right time. I've saved it. I may post it later. But it just was not meant to be heard right now. So it wasn't the right timing for someone. So just the way it is, I'll know when it's time. So let's get started. I'm going to do the Divine Feminine Friday reading. These are messages for Divine Feminine for the upcoming weekend and just things that you need to know. It's not necessarily time specific. I do these on Fridays so that they are kind of a weekend prelude. However, they are not for a specific time. So if it resonates, it is your message. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you need a personal reading, remember I'm having discounted personal readings until the beginning of December 2022, and just reach out through the email in the description box. Okay, we're going to start with the Quantum Oracle, and I usually use these cards a little differently when I'm doing my readings, but I've just been guided to pull a couple of cards, and let's get started with this. I did get a downloaded message while I was meditating today, and basically the message was write out specifically how you want your life to look like. Like if you are wanting a joyful life, like running through a field of daisies kind of thing, write that out. If your life was a dream, a very good dream, what would it look like? That was the guidance they gave. Ooh, number 2 card, consciousness, present power. You see that? Present power, and it is a masculine figure who has got a tiger and a lion. It looked like at first he had him on a leash, but he doesn't. And he's standing on like a pedestal between them. And they are just kind of like bearing witness to his power. I'm going to put that here. Present power. So your power is in the present, not in the looking back, not in the past, not in looking ahead to the future. However, you would want to, oh my gosh, you would want to go ahead and kind of write out what you want your life to look like. Start thinking your thoughts in those terms. Okay, so we have, it's funny because there's suits in this deck, and this one of the suits is consciousness, a consciousness of lack and optimism. So these are like the dichotomy of choices. So you can choose a consciousness of lack, where you're just kind of feeling left out. I should turn that other light on. Where you're just kind of feeling left out, like the world is giving everything to everybody else and not to you. And you're feeling kind of remorseful and melancholy and just feeling like the world's passing you by. The universe is ignoring you, kind of thing. But then we have this optimism. And here we have the 1 card and the 2 card, the divine masculine figure, the divine feminine figure. She's overlooking this wonderful valley of opportunity, and he is standing in his present power. So really what this feels like to me is, this is divine masculine energy, and this is 2, and 2s are choices, and this is a choice. Your power is choosing the optimism and gratitude over this kind of melancholy feeling of lack. It's how you perceive it. And that is the message, is that the power is in the present to make the choice between this optimism, gratitude, knowing that the universe is conspiring in your favor and everything is going to work out the way it's intended, and this feeling of, you know, being, I'm feeling neglected. Let's pull some more cards. This is an interesting combination of decks, and the messages have been fairly deep, but they are also a little bit difficult to decipher and to get your head around. There's an abundance and a lack. I mean, if you look at this card with the Divine Feminine, she is surrounded by fruits and beautiful, there's an abundance. There's an abundance of food and resources. She looks out over, and instead of seeing a bleak landscape, she looks over and sees beauty. Whereas this fella here is turning his back on the gifts of the universe because it's not exactly what he wanted. This is like 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups energy. There seems to be a lot of wealth, and he's kind of feeling sorry for himself because the wealth is not his. He's not been given wealth. And instead of looking at, you know, his current resources, his energy, you know, his circumstances as being wealth, he's only looking at it from a kind of a pentacle-y aspect. So maybe 5 of Pentacles. It's not the abundance he wanted. Responsibility. You are aware the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. So here we have present power and power of your thoughts. You are responsible for your own thoughts. That's where your power is. Let's pull another one of those. This is interesting. So Divine Feminine, this is a Divine Feminine reading, but it feels like you need to choose between a consciousness of abundance and optimism and a consciousness of lack. This is your choice point, and you have the power to control your thoughts to represent that choice. And it's your responsibility, because being aware that you are ascending means that you have to make choices to support that ascension. And that's hard. Okay. It just cartwheeled out. It's virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So this is virtue and responsibility. Your responsibility is to help others to grow. And part of that is through your ascension. And sharing your love energy with others. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. I love this deck. And the Illuminated Tarot, I love that deck too. We'll use that next. Okay, so Divine Feminine, what does she need to know? Passion ignited. Ace of Wands energy. Look at that feeling. She's just like, yeah, I have this power now within me to transform my life through my thoughts. And it's my responsibility to do so that I can show others how to grow, how to ascend, how to stand in their power in this process. Yeah, look at that, the Power card. Go figure. Now we have a man who is like a lion. Look, I mean, the similarities, come on. Oops. I just dropped a bunch of my cards. Fortunately, they landed in my box. And I'm not going to take them all to shuffle, though. So there's no coincidence there. This is about your power of thought and your responsibility now to ignite that power through your passion. I mean, you just can't get any more clear than that. And also, we have 2 1s here. Wow, this is an incredible reading. I love it when the messages come out so powerfully. Okay, let's see what else. Deception and envy. It's the 7 of Swords card. This person, and I'm not going to say it's divine masculine energy because it feels like there's it's really talking about the ego, and it could be somebody that's in your energetic circle who is feeling jealous about your abundance. Conflict and defeat. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Okay, it feels as though you may have won a recent disagreement, battle, conflict. Could be a legal case. It could be something that you've earned, and you may not be aware that this person was jealous. They secretly coveted this. They're comparing their life to yours. Their consciousness is lower, and they are struggling because it seems as though everything's working out for you. You're standing in your power. You're standing in your grace, and you have this fortitude, and you have overcome so much. And now you're very aware of your personal spiritual power. And they are in this consciousness of they're jealous. They covet what it is that you have earned, that you have manifested. And they've used some deceptive tactics to kind of derail you. And we have a 5 and a 5, which is a 10. This is conflict and defeat. Just by the very nature of you standing in this energy, you have defeated their ill intentions toward you. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords in the reverse. This is trapped in fear. They did all of this because they were fearful. They were fearful that you could manifest what they could not because of your light. Your light attracts light. And they are in a darker energy. They're in this feeling sorry for themselves, jealous of your abundance. And so they tried to secretly sabotage you, and that didn't work. So they got into that, they're just afraid. And oh my, so here we have 4 of Swords. Rest and rejuvenation. Okay, I'm going to put all the swords on this side, but this is definitely somebody who's trying to figure out why everything seems to work out for you and not for them. And here, if they would just get in touch with themselves, if they would step out of their fear-based thinking and get in touch with themselves, meditate and go deep within, they would have all the answers that they seek. Instead, they're afraid to do that. They're afraid of facing themselves. Last card from this deck, 9 of Swords. Holy cow. Suffering in silence. This person is going to appear very toxic to you. I mean, all swords. All swords. This person thinks they're an intellect. They want to conquer you with intellect and trying to think of ways to undermine you. I mean, we got 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. This has been an escalating threat for them. They feel threatened by you and your happiness, your optimism, your power, your passion. They feel threatened by you. And they're certainly not being virtuous. So this is a, heads up, watch your back kind of thing, but also we're going to get some more information. Look, here's the crown chakra, number 7. Your higher self is trying to tell you this. Watch out for this person. I'm sorry, sometimes these messages are just about letting you know something. Let's pull from the Illuminated Tarot and see if we can get more information for you. Because this is concerning. If you don't stand in your power, if you don't stand in your light, this person may be successful at derailing you. But you know where your power is. It's in the present moment. Just know that there's somebody out there that is colluding against you. All of these swords is collusion. 8 of Clubs. I'll look these up in just a minute so you can see them. King of Spades. 3 of Swords. 3 of Clubs. Yep. All right. These cards have different meanings in this deck. So 8 of Clubs. Repetition, shift, swift movement to create stability. So this is 8 of Wands. So you may have to act quickly, but this is in the reverse. So whatever is happening is going to happen fast, and it's about destabilizing you. Let's see, 5 of Clubs is, okay, this is 3 of Wands. This says efforts rewarded success. This could be a business partner, because these are there are lots of tools here about working. The King of Spades is the Emperor, wisdom. This is Swords. This is King of Swords. Your wisdom is greater than their collusion, their efforts to collude behind your back. That's what they're doing. Okay, 3 of Spades, moving beyond sorrow and understanding one's own feelings. So this is in the challenge position. So whatever is going to happen with this person, we have 2 3s, which is a catalyst. This person is going to out themselves because you have the power here. You're the Emperor. We have the power with the 8th card. We have the present power. You're the one with all the power. And because of that, they cannot figure out how to derail you. They're trying to get you off balance. They're trying to get you to lose your power. Look, another 3. 3 of Diamonds. That was on the bottom of the deck. Craftsmanship, successful collaboration, and admiration. This is in the reverse. They don't admire you, they're jealous of you. And this is somebody you may have worked with in the past, but it's not been a successful collaboration. You may have gotten a promotion that they didn't get, that they thought they did, they earned. And so now they're trying to sabotage you. Yay. Isn't it nice that these readings come out? I'm just saying, it's nice to get a heads up, but it's often not the reading that you need to hear. But this is an immediate issue that needs to be dealt with. And Spirit is trying to give you a heads up so you don't make mistakes and allow them to take your power. Don't allow them to derail you. Stand in your optimism, stand in your light, stand in your power, stand in your passion. Could be a family member. The conflict is resolved and the healing has begun because you won. You did not compromise your spiritual ethics. They have learned that you're not going to be, you're not so easily unseated from your power. And not that you wield your power in an authoritative type of way, but they're trying to throw you off balance in order to make you slip up. That's why this Three of Swords here is in the challenge position. They're not telling you the truth about how they think and feel. They're being deceptive. They're lying. Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. That's a lot of swords, but you're the Emperor. You have your sword. Book. Gain more knowledge. Use your intuition to see the answers. Here we have the chakra. Oh, look, and right under that was the third eye chakra. And then right under that, holy cow, is balance. The 11 card, balance. They're trying to throw you off balance. But you already know all of this. Follow your intuition. You are being guided. But it says here, gain more knowledge, use your intuition to see the answers. But it gives you a book. But basically what they're telling you is use your intuition. If something feels off, it's off. If you can't trust, if you don't feel like you can trust somebody, don't trust them. If you know that somebody's out trying to sabotage you, you protect yourself. Healing. The time for reflection. Prayers will help you with your situation. Okay, so we have 2 cards of healing, but I don't see a whole lot of healing going on with this other person. But this may have triggered you. And so now you're healing it. You're seeing it for what it truly is, which is not something against you. It is their feelings of inadequacy, their jealousy, their feelings of lack, the way they see themselves. They see themselves as lacking, but they see your power. Here is on the bottom of the deck, friends. A meaningful connection is necessary in your time of need. So you may want to, just maybe express to a friend, somebody confidential, what you think is going on and get their take on it. Ask them to see how you might be able to protect yourself. Because this is a pretty alarming situation. It could be a family member. And yeah. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, because remember, your power is in the present. For life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think and dream and imagine. So in order to kind of visualize and script out that life that you truly want and control your thoughts to create that, you have to let go and forgive. See, forgive. You're supposed to forgive the shortcomings of this person. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So your dream life, the life that you want to manifest, comes from the heart. And then you align your thoughts to manifest what it is your heart desires. So let me give you an example. Okay, the lottery right now is like in the billion. So I know lots of people are like, okay, if I put myself in that vibration to manifest this, to win this $1 billion, you know, this is what my life would look like. But you're thinking about it. You're thinking that, yeah, you know, I'll have all this money, I'll be able to do all these things, it sure will take a lot of pressure off of me. But it's not truly from your heart, it's from your mind that you're creating a need for that money. Whereas in your heart is saying, what good could I do with that money? And is this something that I truly, truly want? Is this my heart's desire, or is this something you're thinking about? Just be cautious on that. Let's pull some tarot from the Crystal Visions. This is my clarification deck. So overall, Spirit, what do we need to know? Okay, here's the Magician. This is your power to manifest whatever it is that you desire. But it needs to stem from the desires of your heart. Because if it's not aligned with the desires of your heart, then it's not in your frequency. Your frequency comes from your heart. What derails your frequency is when your heart and your mind are not aligned. Does that make sense? Ace of Cups. Needs to come from your heart. Your manifesting needs to come from your heart space. That's where it is genuine and it is aligned. Okay, we're getting Page of Cups and Two of Swords. Yeah. When you start to try and outthink the energy, and now you're coming up with justifications, well, your heart doesn't need a justification. But if you're trying to justify, like, hey, if I get this, then I'll do this, I promise. You know, this is deal making. That puts you into a lower frequency instead of that really innocent, you know, that innocent heart's desire, which is usually not about winning, you know, a grand amount of money in the lottery. Seven of Cups. There are lots of choices here. Choose carefully. Choose your thoughts carefully. Align your thoughts with your heart space. This person doesn't value you. They're jealous of you, but they don't value you. They're jealous of your pure intentions. King of Cups. Okay, a couple of things. You might need to detach from this person. Protect yourself and detach. You cannot control what they choose. You can control to protect yourself. But there might need to be some emotional distance here. Because there's a little part of me that says you may not see this coming. You may be in denial because at some point or another you had a positive relationship with this person. And you're like, no, that's not really how they feel. Well, yes it is. There is an undercurrent of them trying to figure out ways to bring you down. Because they're so jealous of your power. And I'm almost your influence over others, because you're such a person that you're such a light person, a light being, that they're jealous of that. They don't know how to get there. Yeah, the world. Feels to me like this is going to be a, I think we saw this in the weekly reading too, all rats trap themselves. Or it was a week ago or so. This person is still in your energetic field. and they're still trying to create destruction in your life somehow or another. 8 of Cups. Stand in your spiritual strength. Okay, I'm going to pull some from the Sacred Self-Care, and let's get some ideas on how you can support yourself. You're such a good person that you don't see this in them, because this might be a family member and you're like, no, they wouldn't do that to me. Well, they are. I'm sorry. I didn't make this up. They are. They're deliberately and maliciously trying to shift the power dynamic because you have all the power. Their intention is to try and bring you to your knees. Sing. Listen to songs. There might be some warnings, some steps you can take. It might illuminate when something's going to happen. I know that even in the last couple of days, the lyrics of songs have come up right at the point that I read those words in a whole different medium. You know what I'm saying? Build some strength. Got that third eye open. Keep your third eye open and stand in your spiritual strength. We saw these cards recently, so this is a reiteration and a continuation of this story, because apparently this hasn't happened yet. So it's coming, and it's getting closer. The fact that Spirit's giving us more information. And that's what I love about reading the energy, is that the energy kind of comes in layers. So I may do a reading one day that gives a glossy overview, and then I may do a reading at another time that is the exact reading, the exact same energy, but it delves a little deeper. And I call those the reiterations. So this is a reiteration from Spirit. We have seen this message multiple times. It's coming. It just, they're trying to give you as much information to be able to not, this feels like a battle of some sort. Look, intuition. How many times have we seen intuition? We've got the third eye, we've got the crown chakra, we've got the third eye chakra, we've got, where was the one with the book about intuition? Heavy intuition. Listen. Listen to your energy. Energy doesn't lie. Stay balanced. Spend time with friends. Didn't we just see this friends card here? Yeah, look. So communicate with your friends. You might want to just get an objective opinion. Hey, have you heard anything going on with this person? It can be confidential. Make sure it's somebody you trust. But watch your back, and you may want to ask someone else to align with you to watch your back. Drink tea. Might be go have a glass of tea with a friend. Let's pull one more, and then we'll... A sweet treat. This, what I was hearing when this drink tea, it was like somebody was going to like a Starbucks, and they run into somebody there that gives them some information about, you know, hey, you know, I just heard, you know, this person, why is this person doing this? Because it's kind of out of sorts and out of character. Also, I want you to notice this balance card, how all of those objects in front are just like the Magician. Bottom of this deck, take a walk. And this one came out, look to the stars. Check out your astrology. There's like potent energies and transitions and all kinds of planetary stuff going on. You may want to check your chart. We are in Scorpio season. Just saying. Check your chart, and this may give you an indication of where this is going to happen in what house, so you'll know how it will affect you. So that way you can kind of protect and prepare and protect. Okay, my job to bring the messages. Sorry, this wasn't one of those lovey-dovey, you know, romantic ones, but apparently this is an important message for you. So take it as it resonates, please. Okay, thank you for being here. Namaste.